D. Roopa, the Inspector General, IG of Karnataka Police, is also joining us. D. Roopa, appreciate you joining us and speaking exclusively to NewsX on this very important topic. Well, as you know, NewsX is running a campaign where we are appealing to the IMA, the government and other agencies to conduct the largest psychological study of rapists and sexual predators. What do you say about that, and are you willing to extend your support to this noble cause?
Yes, I think there needs to be a cohesive voice demanding for a psychological profiling of rapists, because that will give us an idea into what goes on in the mind of the rapist, and also it's a platform to begin reform of these rapists. And it will more than that, it will also help us identify the potential rapists and also prevent such heinous crimes, the heinous rapes. Presently this is not in India, and
well, you have been in the police and have handled very complex cases. What has been your observation when you have interacted with sexual predators and their mindset?
I have found the rapists to be not just full of lust. It's not the lust that drives them to commit rapes. More than lust, what takes over the perpetrator at that point of time to commit such a heinous crime as rape is aggression, anger, frustration. Let us say he has approached the girl for something, and he has been thwarted by the girl or the woman of his advances. Then that becomes revenge, anger, revenge. Similarly, let's say a person who is deprived of certain things sees that there is a good couple walking around, or there's a nice girl walking around with all the comforts. And then also he would like to show his power over her, that I'm not less than you, I have more power than you. So that desire to urge to express the power, that comes out as aggression and then as rape. So it's not just lust is secondary. The primary thing is trying to assert power, trying to reassure himself. So basically these people are very insecure. They try to assert their power, dominate the woman by raping her, just to feel good about themselves. So it's actually a psychological illness in a way.
All right, well, have you ever seen a behavioral pattern when you have handled rape cases, especially those involving minors?
Yes, actually, see, whenever a perpetrator tries to advance, make some sexual advance, unless it is nipped in the bud, it will not act as deterrent. He will go on and on committing more and more of such crimes. Many of them may go unreported, underreported, because as it is, there is stigma anywhere in the world, not just in India, because a victim always gets stigmatized. There is a problem for her married life, or even getting married, or even in job workplace, and therefore it is underreported. But as I see, it is basically many a time it's also the person who is in custody of the girl or the woman, or in trust, we can say. For example, the teachers are supposed to be the custodians in school, in jail, in prisons, the jail staff, in the police stations, the police, and so on, in hospitals, the hospital staff. So wherever these custodians are also there, even relatives, guardians, they can also be involved in rape, they can be rapists. But the profile is, as I said, first is the lust, but then when there is no means to express that lust, and the person gets thwarted, coupled with the insecurity, they start these, they venture into these kind of heinous crimes. And also they don't have remorse, they don't have that empathy, sympathy, they're not kind, they don't think of the consequences. Firstly, what will happen to them or to the victim, and secondly, they don't have any remorse or guilt feeling. So lack of remorse is basically the feature which makes them commit again and again.
And what do you think will be some of the challenges that the police and law enforcement will have to face if such a large-scale psychological study of rapists is done?
We actually maintain data, the SCRBs, the State Crime Records Bureaus, and the National Crime Record Bureau. They're all interlinked, and including up to the district level, the District Crime Record Bureaus. So we do get information about 10 different classification, which involves dacoity, robbery, and so on. But regarding the rapists, there isn't much data. The classification is not separate, and especially the gang rapists, we don't have a separate classification, and therefore the profiling or the data regarding them is incoherent and is not ready to be used. So if we build these records and create a subclassification and prepare a data on rapists and their profiling, we will be able to identify what they are potentially able to do and prevent any such crimes which they may be able to, which they may attempt in future. So the collation of data is of course one biggest challenge, and collation as well as the when the persons involved are their own relatives or within the four walls when the rape takes place against the consent of the woman or against a minor who is below 16, which is a rape. Even if there was consensus by a minor who was below 16, it is still considered rape. In those cases, what happens is the perpetrator is a relative, or the perpetrator may be a custodian, maybe a teacher. So the parents will not be willing to give complaint against the guardian with whom they left the child, or against the teacher, and so on. So hence the underreporting itself is a problem, especially these cases, and the collation of the data. So this becomes a problem, but however it can be overcome. We have to encourage people to come and report in the police stations in the first place, not stigmatize the victim, not victimize the victim further by asking undue questions. Now, be sensitive and show sensitivity in the police stations, be accessible to the victim. Only then the reporting will happen, and do not stigmatize the woman who is a victim, or the girl who is a victim. Do not, the opportunities in job place as well as marriage market should be same as any other to any such victim. If she is stigmatized, then naturally there will be underreporting. So that is basically one problem which we have to encourage people to overcome, and that will come with the societal change, not just the police or the agencies, but it is with the help of society at large.
All right. Well, do you think that such a study and its findings will help the police track down the culprit better, and it will also help in pre-facto safety of the victim?
Yes, of course. When we do the psychological profiling, we will be able to know what prompts this man, how is his behavior in various situations. So what will prompt him to attempt a sexual advance or to a sexual crime, and we can inform the people around him, or let's say if somebody has left their child, girl child or woman in his custody, we can always inform and keep a tab and a watch. But yeah, there could be issues of privacy. People may say privacy getting invaded and all that, but some stringent measures, desperate measures will be required at desperate times. So somewhere we have to start, even if not for all. Some specific cases like gang rapes, which are very animal-like, cruel, heinous, we have to start at least with them, the profiling.
All right.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.